Are you a dreamer like us? Or do you believe that you're meant to build great things in this life, like a business? If yes, that's why we decided to break down in detail the heart of every successful business story, the fundamentals that shape the success of every business. So if you listen to this entire episode, you will understand not only how to avoid guessing what a good business idea is, but also how to create one that attracts your first customer and scale to more customers. And as a bonus, we will also learn something that you can do to keep those customers for a long run, which means getting the most out of them. So stay tuned and thank you very much.
This is Unlock Podcast, your first stop if you're a business owner in Kigali or passionate business.
Your business won't be the same as you're at the right spot, where we help businesses unlock their untapped potential, grow their business, and become monumentally successful.
From the business secrets known by few, copywriting secrets, and the unique marketing strategy that make all the difference and set you apart from the rest of Kigali.
So, stay tuned and get ready to unlock your business potential like never before, right here on the Unlock Podcast with Salvatore and Hussein every Wednesday. Hello once again, this is Unlock Podcast, and as usual, this is the new episode, and I am happy to be with my friends. I am with Aimé Salvatore as usual, and I am also with Didier, and today's topic is so special as we are going to talk about business as we normally do, but I want you to know that if you always wanted to start a business, but you have no idea how to start it, you say you don't have ideas, you don't know what to do and how you can start your own business, you don't have ideas, today is the day all that stops, because we are going to cover everything from how to have good business ideas and how to scale those ideas and turn them into profitable businesses that gives you money in life. So, gentlemen, you're very welcome. And please, let me start by Salvatore. Bro, how are you? How is your weekend? How is everything?
Hey, everything's good. You see, this weekend was very good time to reflect and see what I'm going to achieve or what I'm going to do in this coming week. Yeah, this Sunday, it's time to reflect the week and plan for the next week. Yeah. And today I'm happy we're going to talk about the amazing topic, which is how to turn an idea into a scalable, profitable business. It can be online, it can be anywhere. That's what we're going to talk about, and I'm very excited about it.
Thank you very much. Before I give Mr. Didier some time to also say something, if you are new to this podcast, this is Unlock Podcast, and you cover everything about digital marketing and business in general. So this is your first stop if you want to get to know about business and so on. So thank you, Didier, for coming. So, bro, how are you, and how is the weekend going?
Thank you. First of all, thank you for welcoming me. This is home as usual, and yeah, the weekend was quite good. I think that now we are going to be sharing the insights and ideas about businesses, which is one of the more things that we like to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Thank you very much. So, without further ado, let's start by this question. Okay? How do you come up with a business idea? Someone may be sitting at home, they always wanted to become entrepreneurs. They want to do something, but they have no idea what should they do. They don't know what to do. So how do you come up with a good business idea?
Okay, that's a very good question. On my side, I think for a person to come up with an idea, you start with, as entrepreneurship, it's about taking the risk, solving a certain problem in your community. So I believe an idea comes in your community, starting from home, in your own home, or in your daily life. And let's say you start by observing what is not going well in your life. Okay, you've gone downtown and someone, and let's say the major problem that we have here in the which is, going on queue, spend like 30 minutes, even though the problem the government is working every day hard to reduce the number of in the queues in the car downtown and other car park. But let's take an example of that. For a person to come up with a good business idea, you observe, you see a problem that is in the community. It can be something that upsets you, that you think should stop.
Mm-hmm.
It can be something that you saw that is irritating to someone else, but you still see as a problem that needs a quick solution. So I think that's where it starts. In other steps that you can come up with and data, and I think we'll go through each step, but I think that's where it's come up with an idea, and then after you can make a research and see if it is viable. But first, you need to evolve to see what is not going well in your society, in your mind, and everywhere.
Thank you very much. Do you have something to say about this?
Yeah, I think that how you can start a business, like how you can just go into growing your ideas into a business. First of all, I like to talk about the mindset. So I think if you are in that line of thinking about the business, you have a right mindset to kickstart your business or to kickstart your idea. Another thing I think is so important is, other than finding a problem that you can be offering a solution, it is looking in what you can do. I mean, in your potential, your skills, your knowledge, your passion is. Thank you. And try to find the ideas around those things in your lane. I mean, in the skills you have, knowledge you have, experiences. He talked about the passion, and try to grow the business. I'll give you an example. Let's say that you have skills maybe in sports, in training. You can maybe open maybe an institution that is going to offer certain services. I'll give you an example. You can maybe open, let's say, a shop that is going to offer the right tools to people who needs to tackle their fitness goals. That is, now you just tapped into the skills you have, and you just create the solution. Yeah, I think that's so essential.
Thank you very much. Also, I can add to that, all of your points are very interesting, but let me start with Mr. Didier's point. He said about experience. If there's something that is very expensive, it is experience. Let me give you an example. If you pay attention in the market today, maybe abroad, there are a lot of courses online. And when you sit and analyze all the courses that are being sold every day, you find that someone, he maybe before he was a very shy person, but he managed to work his way out, and now he's a very confident person. So because of the experience and he know how he managed to tackle all those problems, is now selling his courses, how to be more confident, how to stop being shy, to be more confident. You have these courses all around social media. And if you have these kind of experiences, or if you have been in something in the past, now you have overcome it, you are a new person, you can just monetize all of this. You can make a lot of money. And also on my side, something I think which also can be a good source of idea. Let's say every time you spend money, I had this from Andrew Tate. Every time, and I find it to be true. Every time you spend money, right? You go and analyze, why did you spend this kind of money? These people, how did they convince me to spend this money? So you're paying for a service, but you analyze, you see what's going on well and what they're doing wrong. If you have enough capital, so we are talking about people who have capital, you can do the same thing they're doing, but you make it, you just turn it to be perfect than what these people are doing. You make it more perfect. If you make it more perfect, you're going to make a lot of money because you're doing something great and you're making it more perfect, more appealing to people. This is a good idea. And there's a lot of people are doing businesses, but they're doing it wrong. They are adding some more. They're not being professional. So if you go into the market and you're more professional, you're going to win. So this is how we find a good idea. From your passion.
The point that you said about experience. Actually, there's an example that comes in mind of here in Rwanda. A guy is the CEO of Karisimbi. I heard on one of the podcasts here in Rwanda talking about how his company comes out to an experience he had with his daughter, I think. And he was his daughter was sick, and then he was trying to go on the different hospitals, but public hospitals, there's a way things are done, and somehow, takes time. And his daughter was very, very sick. So he ended up going to private sector. Because in a private sector, because private hospital, because in public, it was taking too long.
Mm-hmm.
Because of, and he analyzed how things were being done and found that things are taking too long, not because they should be, but because, you go and write name and go, they after writing some information, they take the paper, they have written all information, and then they go to another department to another, all those lines. That's what takes time. And then it said, after, the daughter was good, yeah. He said, how come a hospital, even those reputable ones, can't have a system that can, streamline all those, and make it work easier. That's how I come up with an idea of that system that can, if you write something here at the place at one department, so the whole hospital get those data. That's how it come up. The DJ was talking about the experience, and that idea comes into the mind. So
also, this comes with paying attention. Some people, sometimes you don't pay attention to certain things, and opportunities pass by because you're not paying attention. I think if this is the first person to come up with this idea, man, we've been to hospitals every day, almost our lives. And this happens, every day we go there, but we don't pay attention. Even if we pay attention, we don't make it, we don't go in too deep and try to come up with a solution. Yeah? So,
and it comes with that growth mindset and talking about and entrepreneurial mindset.
Even speed, to act like it. So, another question. So, we've discussed how to generate ideas. This is the main point, the main ways, but there are a million ways. So you may also listen to us, have your own way. You can share this way into the comment section. So you can, also see what you have to say. So after we gathered all these ideas, how do we know that this idea is worth pursuing? Okay, I have this idea, but is it worth pursuing? Is it going to be good? Is it going to generate income? How do we know this? If you may, huh?
Yeah. Hey, that is a good question. It takes me. I'm still processing the, what I'm going to say. But I think the first thing you should know before pursuing any idea is that is there person or people or group of people willing to pay you, because otherwise there's no business. So I think the first thing you need to do is to find out if there is people. I know there's a guy called Alex Homozy. He said you can have everything good product, great product and great employees, everything. But if you don't have a hungry crowd, quality that hungry crowd, a crowd who are hungry to take your offer, your business is going to fail. So you need to first find the market you are going to offer your service. If it is a problem that you saw that needs a quick solution or that needs to be solved, you need to evaluate, make a research that in the market is such. See, how is the total addressable market? How many people out there that are suffering from this problem? Because if there are no people that are suffering from that problem, there's no business.
Yes.
And that total addressable market, or that market that needs to be addressed, you see if it is big enough. Is it scalable? Because otherwise you can say, okay, I have this idea, and so I have this problem, and my friend have this problem, I know, and you find that only like 100 of people suffer from that problem. That is not a scalable business. But if you find in your research, in your data, after doing some work, and say there is a lot of over 1 million people there that are suffering the same problem as yours, you can say, okay, that is a very good market. It is worth pursuing. So I think it all comes from that. If there is some people that are willing to pay you money for you to solve that problem for them, I think it is worth pursuing. That's how I can evaluate an idea if it is, worth a business.
Yeah, those are great. You really talked about the scalability of the business and the impact the business can have on people, because business is always about solving problems, right? And the people who are willing to pay to get those solutions. Yeah, I think another thing I can add is that you have to also tap into your ambitions or into your goals. Which goals do you have while you are going to pursue that idea? Let's say that, okay, most of the times, a lot of people, they don't do like only just one business, but you can go into one business in order to gain the experience that you can use into another business. You can start from one business, but you not end up with that business with the whole of your life, man. Can just, that having that kind of mindset to, okay, let me scale it this way. You saw the idea, you say that, okay, this idea is fine. I see that it doesn't have like a very big impact, or it does not solve a lot of problems, a million people problem, a billion people problem. but you see that going into that process, it will end up changing you or transforming you into a person with an experience in business, right? Because in order to have experience in something, you have to do it. You have to do it. So I think that you also have to tap into that. It's not always that you're going to reinvent the wheel, because there are Facebooks, there are Instagrams. Maybe you're not going to create another maybe big social media, but you can also start small. If you see an idea and you see the potential for it to make you grow as a person, I think that is something that you can also look into.
Thank you very much. So, what I can add, let's say you have an idea, but that idea you have, maybe it's something you want to sell, it's a product, it's a service. Is there anyone you know who is doing something which can be the same as what you're doing? Someone you're in the same market, okay? If you know someone who have been doing something also that you want to do, maybe you have some, uniqueness about what you're doing. It's not totally the same as that person, but you have to analyze, is this person making money? You see? Is this person making sales? Does he have a big audience? Is this business going on? If yes, it means that also if you are kind of selling the same service or product, but you have your uniqueness, it should also work for you, because the market is big. So that's the first thing I think have to analyze. Also, another thing is to make a research. Research is very important. Okay? If you have a business idea, it's not enough. You can make a research. If it's a service which solves a certain problem, you have to make research and see from your family members, from people, ask around, if you have this problem, would you willing to pay this kind of money for me to offer? If you find like 5 people willing, even though they're not going to pay right now, but they are willing, that's a good idea. And there's a mistake people do. Some people, they have a business idea, and after having it, they want to invest a lot of money in that business idea, and everything fails. So to know a good business idea, it should also show signs that it will work, even though there is no capital at all. From how you make research, you talk to people about it. You have to talk about it, from your friends, everyone, and see if this is something which can work. Also, you have places where you can do surveys online. You go to this website where they do surveys, even if they pay like $5, you pay it. You see what people think about this idea. So here you get, a big picture of how things can move on. And then from there, if you find it something which can sell, you can start investing your money inside this business idea, little by little. But you don't have to have an idea and go out, take a loan, put all the money into the business idea, and it fails, then everything become a mess, which is very bad. So I think this one is very good and understandable. So I have another question. We've talked about how to come up with a business idea, how to know that your idea is worth pursuing. So, how do you get your first customer? Now the idea is there, and okay, you're sure, I've seen that the idea can work, I can get some money, I can make some sales. How do you actually get your first customer? Now you're going to practical things. Okay, let's go.
A good thing.
Yeah. The money part, the good part.
And that's where the hard work and all the work is done. I think most of the work, some of the work are done in research phase, in evaluating the idea. I didn't talk about, but when there is a guy I know It's called Noah. Noah Ekegan. He is this framework about how he goes about getting the first client. But before you go out there looking for a client, you first need to validate idea. That's what we talked about earlier. After validating, making sure that your idea is worth pursuing. Then, before you do anything, and before you find money, you go ask your parents to fund your business, you go ask your friends, you need to go out there and tell people people who are struggling with the problem you are going to solve, or if it is a service you are going to offer, if there is already a service here that you need to offer, and go to a person who you believe is willing to pay the money, as we say, or he's suffering from the problem you need to solve. You need to go and convince him to pay you. And that's an easy way that you know your business is worth pursuing. Also, that's a very easy way to start your business. Because if one person pays you, you do all, and you don't go and there I promise you to pay you at the end. You convince him to pay you up front. That's how you use that framework. You go and find like 5 people and you convince them to pay. Before you go, even if it is not service, it is a physical product, you will need like 5 days to produce. You say, okay, I'm starting this business and my stock is going to be here in 5 days. Can you order? I only have like 10, the 10 people. I'm able to afford to bring this thing for 5 people or 10 people. Are you willing to order and pay right now? And goes, if he rejects you, go to another until you get you 5 people or 3 or first person that pays you up front. And after, use their money to go and prepare
Everything.
Yeah. And if you goes around and find no one is paying you for your service or for your product, for whatever you are offering, it means your service is not going to work. Before you even start to investing a lot of money. And I find that framework for more very helpful, even though it is you can encounter a lot of rejection.
Yeah.
But I think it's a very way in case someone do not have money to start a business. If you believe in an idea and there's something you can solve for a person, I believe he can pay you that. And that's a way you can go to acquire.
That's true. Thank you very much. How about you, Mr. DJ? Do you have something to say about this?
Yeah, I think I can add another few points. He just said about doing a research. Yeah, that's right, because first of all, making a research, you have to really understand the type of market you are going into. Let's say that maybe you're going into a Rwandan market, or you are targeting the international markets. It's really easy for someone who is maybe abroad, where the internet and people usually trust online things. Here it is so complicated for people to try and trust the online products. There is a lot of things going on here in Africa, scams, whatever. What if I just put my money into this product and it was just a scam? You have to really think about that. You have to know the kind of people you are going to offer your products to the market.
Yeah. Thank you. So, you know what I think about acquiring your first customer? Let's be honest. You have an idea, the idea is going to work, but trust is something essential in business. I don't see how it will be easy to go find someone you don't know. So, okay, your first customer can come from your family members. Okay? Maybe your brother is going, you can, but if they are here, family members, they are supporting you with love because they know you, they trust you. But let me start, we need a customer from outside, someone who don't know you, who have never heard about you and your business and whatever. So the strategy I think that can work best, but if you're in service providing industry, let's say you find someone who wants your services, okay? You can do what Salvatore did. He said, convince them something, but they can reject because they don't trust you, they don't know. On my side, I think it will be better if you say, okay, I know you don't know about me, something, it's the first time I met with you, this is what I do, and if you have this kind of problem, I'm willing to offer my services, maybe for 1 month, okay? Free of charge, and see if this works for you, okay? This way, you offer your services for free as a way of, showing them that you are able, what you're offering is real. And after that, if they see the value, they're willing to pay, because you're starting. You don't have the authority to go and, knock on everyone's door, demanding them to pay. They don't know you. You don't matter. So you have to put yourself in a position where they see, okay, this guy can do this. Okay, they've seen the value. Now they can start to pay you. If you get a customer in this way, not only you've developed something, you've shown your strength, they're going to refer you to other friends, and that's where you start. You may start making reviews, I've worked with XYZ and everything is good. Now they trust you. Think this is a good way you can also use to gain your first customer. Yeah. So we are left with 2 more questions, if I'm not mistaken. And the next question is, okay, now you have your first customer. How to move from one customer to a lot of customers? How do we move from one customer to a lot of customers? What can we do to get a lot of customers?
I think that's where people should give us a job in marketing.
Yeah.
I believe the marketing is what you can do to scale your business, because you need to make as many people as possible to be aware of your business. After you get your first customer or your first 10 customers, you need to make more. You need to gather the testimonial from those. You need to do what very well for those people. After, then you can use those testimonial. You can use those testimonial to, in advertisement as marketing material to attract the more similar people who are suffering from the same problem. So I think marketing is key factor here to scale a business. Either it can be those digital marketing, it can be, traditional on radio, on TV, whatever you think your business, your industry can acquire the customers. Coco. Because I believe industry, the where you can acquire customers differ from the industry. If you are in fashion, where our customers are different from people who are in media estate. So you need to know where your target audience is really and advertise as much as possible to get the message to those people who are in need of your solution. I think that's a very good way to go to scale from one person, from first client to many, many clients. Yeah.
I can also add that points. As you just said, in order to now you just worked with your first customers. Now you have experience. You have anything in state, so you are willing to work for more people. So maybe at the times you've been working with the people who know you, maybe your family members, that will come to an end where you just need to scale your business. So that is where marketing really comes into. That's why people with businesses should be looking at you guys to make them see how they can reach to other people. It's not a really easy thing as of a market here in Rwanda or Africa. A lot of people don't feel that confident to work with the people they've never worked with before. But they forgot that in order to work with someone, it has to be like the first time. So when it's going to be that first time, obviously you need that kind of very great research, marketing strategies to help you to showcase your work to those people so that they can trust you. Yeah, I think that a lot of people know that many big companies, they invest a lot of money into marketing, showcase their products to us. I think for all of us, we like the iPhones. Just pay attention to when the iPhone 15 or 16, the latest version of iPhone, when it's about to get out, you're going to see a lot of ads about the iPhone. It's not really that the iPhone is already a brand, but do you know that they have to keep pushing it as a new model that is maybe the latest. So that is the power of marketing. I think businesses should start to invest a lot in marketing with the professionals to make them scale their business and reach more clients. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I like the way Salvatore started with the word, this is where we get the job. That was very brilliant. Yeah. So, I'm not going to talk about marketing as you've said a lot about it. But you see, if you manage to get your first client, the energy it took you to get your first client is not going to be the same as energy it's going to take you to get your second. Your first client is the hardest client to acquire. The second is not as hard as the first one. Because after this time now you are very confident because you've seen the possibilities, you can make the magic happen. Yeah, now you know how to talk to someone and convince them, something like that. So the thing is, I think networking, it's something which can also help you get more customers. You see these networking sessions that are being held in different places. You want to be there. You have to be there to attend these meetings where these big people are attending. You also have to be there because you don't know your next customer, who's going to be your next customer. This customer can come from this meeting, and this can be a customer who is willing to pay you a lot of money. So networking. And also, after you've managed to do a good job for your first customer, you have to let them know that, if you appreciate what I have done for you, why can't you refer me to other business owners, say something about me when you're together. Say that you have someone who, worked with you and they did a good job. So from there, and this is true. I know a lot of people who have been getting these customers from different parts of the world because why? They did a good work with their first customer. After that, the first customer was like, I have this person. He did something good for me. Why can't you go and, try something with him? And something like that. Also, networking, it's very, very important. Yeah. And this leaves us with the last question. And the last question is, how to move. How do you keep your customers, and do you keep them happy, and also you keep them coming? Okay, now you have a lot of customers. How do you keep them? Because you don't want to be in a business where you have 1 month it's fire, then the second month everyone turns their back on you because you fail to hold on them and give them a good service. How do we keep our customers with us? Because customers are the heart of the business. If they go, and you go back home, you go to sleep. How do we avoid this, gentlemen?
Okay, I think just listen.
You listen?
Just listen since we are posted about that, about the miracles, the power of listening. And when you start to listen, some miracle things start to happen. I believe you need to listen to your customers first. You need to listen what they need, what is not going well, what is going well. In that way, it helps you to know what's the strength and weakness of your product. And from that's where you begin with, from their feedback. And you make your product bigger and stronger. Every day you improve in the product. And that is the first thing you must do. If you get it right, your customer will stay with you. And then another thing that I believe is that can keep your customers and keep them coming back is to show them that they matter. You can create a group or make a community out of them. If there is some people who come to your business regularly, make a special day for them that provides them with something unique to them. You can give them 50% of something. You can arrange a party for them. You can do anything that enhances the community. Make them like
appreciation.
Appreciation. Yeah, make appreciation day for them. I think that makes them feel like they are valued. They have value to you, and to keep them to recommend for your to you, for other people to you, and then they will, be your advocate, business advocate. Yeah, you listen, and then you make comments for your clients.
Very true. You have something to add, Mr. Dear Bodies?
Yeah, I think how do you keep your customers is that how we are talking about how you can grow your client base. Now we are talking about how you can keep the people that you work with. First of all, I think that the very important thing is to be professional in what you do. If the people they given their trust, don't try to disappoint them. Just try to go beyond their expectations. Try to deliver the best products or services as you can. And another thing is that you have to keep on innovating, so that those customers of yours, they don't just, a lot of customers, if they just work with you, they also keep, looking around what is going on. You have to be someone who is very innovative, keeping up to date, so that so that some of your customers won't just go away and see other people offering better services than you. Well, I think that is so important.
Thank you very much. And as a closing remark on this point, all of you've been, talking about how to keep a customer. And on my side, as a cooperator, also I have something I can add. But in terms of business practical things you can do to keep a customer inside the business. So there's something we call lifetime value. Okay, this is the value you can get from your customer. Okay, throughout your journey with your customer. Say, if someone is your customer, how much money can you make from them? Or in other words, how many problems can you solve of them? Their problems can you solve during the lifetime or the period you'll be together? So you have to find the ways to increase this time or this value. So let me give you an example, a practical example for better understanding. Let's say you offer coaching. You coach people about public speaking, something like that. Well, you may offer services where people come. It's 1 month workshop, then they go. It's done. That's all you have to offer. This way, you will not keep your customer for a long period of time. If they come in 1 month, they go, you never see them again. But what you can do instead, you can take all the services you do and find ways to, make them last longer. Instead of 1 month, you find a way to make your business and all your services last for 2 months. This way, you've increased the time you're going to spend with your customer, which means more money. If they're paying 500 per 1 month, now it's 2 months. What you did is to add some things in the services to prolong, but this doesn't mean you have to, it's not diluting. You have to give actual value. So you find things you can add into your services. Maybe if in the 1 month you are giving only workshops, you can also add some more, insights, values, another workshop, something like that. So now the customer is spending a lot of time with you. Instead of 1 month, it becomes 2 months. Also, you have to structure. You say offers. We have what you call low income, low rate services, something like that. Mid, premium. Someone can start out free. You start with free. This is an ebook. You are going to get insights how to write your story, how to tell a good story for your business. This is free. After that, there's something that is cheap, something cheap. That which is not very expensive. Someone can come into your business like it's you're building a system. Someone can come and take the free stuff, then go. Okay, that's fine. Someone can come, instead of the free stuff, they take something which is not expensive. Someone can come, take something in the middle. Someone can come and take the premium services. And someone can come from free to cheap to medium to premium. You see, this is the aim. So all of this is the ways you can, but also for you to do this is what we do as cooperators. We make sure that, we compel offers. We create compelling offers that takes your customers in 2 stages, so that at the end of the day or the end of your services, instead of the customer spending 1 day with you, they have spent an entire year or 2 years, and that's how you make a lot of money. Oh, yeah.
Adding to that, you touched on something that creates another idea. You said about the lifetime value and how you can add something in your offer to make it more valuable. And there is something which is, amazing, like for the services that people take regularly. Let's say you have a barber in your restaurant, you have a,
Braids.
the braids, yeah. And then, and those kind of services, you can provide them in monthly, each subscription and all that. it can be a very good way to retain customer and also get value or get more money from it, because you make sure they are always coming on a monthly basis, and they pay you that subscription, and you find the amount of money that will be good for you, but also for client to pay. I think subscription model for the service paid more, and even other businesses should try to integrate it in their operations.
Yeah. And thank you very much also, Salvatore, for this insight. And this is the last point, which is taking us to the end of the episode. So as we are winding up and ending our episode, we want you guys, if you listen to us regularly, we appreciate your support. So make sure to subscribe to our new YouTube channel, to like and share and comment, everything. And stay tuned. Next Wednesday, we are going to come back with another episode about business and about digital marketing. And the next episode is going to be so special than today's episode. So stay tuned. And guys, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate. So let's keep the good work and see you next Wednesday. Thank you very much.